Guys, come and have a look at this bathroom. Have a quick look. What do you think? Looks good? Okay, now come have a closer look. Come with me. So we're here on a job where the clients called us up and said, can you come and have a look at our bathroom? We just bought a house. And when we bought the house, we looked in there. There was a lot of other people during the inspection and it looked wonderful. But now we've moved in, we're very disappointed. Can you come and have a look and tell us what we can do? So here we are, we're having a look at the bathroom. And I'm looking at the place and at first glance, just like you had then, first glance, looked all right. And you can imagine on a day when the house is for sale and everyone's walking around, you have a quick look in, yeah, that looks good. And you move on to the next room and so forth. But yes, unfortunately, having a closer look, it's terrible. Now let me show you, there's so many things I can show you here, but let me show you just a few things to look out for. Now maybe when you're buying a house or if you get someone to renovate your house, some things you want to look for at the end before you accept it as completed. So number one, here we have a rectified tile. Now you've heard me talk about rectified tiles. You can get the grout lines close together. But these grout lines, they're almost 5-6 millimeters. Looks terrible. Plus they're inconsistent and there's lips everywhere. It's very, very sharp. Now this is on the wall. I mean, you're not really going to do that with your finger and cut your finger, but they're also on the floor. So on the floor, you've got all these inconsistent grout lines and very sharp corners and edges. Yeah, and you get your little child in there or even yourself with your bare feet. It's not very comfortable. Plus, it doesn't look good and it's defeating the purpose of why the tile was created with the rectified edge. But anyway, let me show you some other things. Now, the design here, they've stuck, I've had a look at the original plans, they've stuck to the original design where there was a shower, a bath and a vanity. But they've decided, oh, let's do what everybody's doing and have an open shower, back to all bath. Okay, you can do that, but you've got to have the environment for it. Over here, look at the bath they've put in. Have a look down there. So this is not a corner bath. This is sort of a back to wall freestanding where you've got space on either side. So down in this corner here, you've got all these dust bunnies in there. I mean, your cat can go and hide in there and might get stuck. And then they've used black silicone. Wow. But anyway, it was probably a good idea for them at the time. But another thing I noticed in this bathroom, you can even see on the tap here it says hot on the left, cold on the right. We all know that. But you go to the left, you're going to get cold water. You go to the right, you're going to get hot water. So obviously whoever renovated this bathroom, they didn't use a plumber. I'll show you another secret. In here, in the shower, now in the old plan, the drain was about here. So to do this properly, and if you got a plumber in to do the renovation, he would cut the slab out, he would extend the pipe over here, he'd put some pest treatment in before he sealed the slab back up, and he'd do the pipe properly. What these guys have done, have a look. I'll get this out. So what they've done, they've just cut up a pipe and cut the bend. It looks like they've cut the bend off, and then they've just brought that pipe, comes in here and dropped it into where the shower was. That's not right. That's not the right way to do it. And it's actually illegal. It's not to building code, to the plumbing standards. That's not how it should be done. But, you know, it's evidence that whoever renovated the bathroom, done the plumbing himself, he probably done everything himself, and he's not qualified in any of them. And this is what you get. You get all these little things. You've got the grout line. Look at this black tapware. Another thing I wanted to feature. I always say to people, black tapware over time looks terrible. Now, where the black still is, you can see all the white marks, and that's just the soap suds, and the soaps come from soap. That's what you're going to get on black tap. Now, black tapware and black fittings have come a long way now. There's a lot of different ways to finish a black, but this old way, the black peels off. It's just terrible. But, you know, when the bathroom was completely finished, the bathroom would have looked good. But now that it's had a couple of years of use, it's not really working properly. Another thing, the client told me that the water, when they have a shower, all the water pools over here. Now there should be cuts to get falls. There should be falls. There should be a a step at the door where you raise it up and you get a bedding in. So this should be, you know, well, a 50mm door angle, and then from this point to that drain over there, you've got to get falls to that, and then you've got to have the shower be contained with an angle. The angle's got to stick up through the tile. There's none of that being done here. They've just laid the tiles. It's all flat, so you don't know where the water's going to go. Obviously the water's not going where it's supposed to go. That's why the client's got a squeegee in the corner. So every time they have a shower, they've got to bend down and get on the squeegee and squeegee all the water into the drain. You don't want to be doing that. You want your job done properly. And when you buy a house, you hope it was done properly. But unfortunately, in this situation, we've got to get in here now and we've got to completely renovate this bathroom and do it properly for the client. But I'll let you have a look at a few other things I want to bring out. Just walk around. The drain, the cuts of the tiles are very rough. They're not polished edges, so you can see all the rough edges. The silicone looks like a baby done it with the end of the nappy. On the window, the tile should have gone all the way around. I mean, they put it on the edge there, but it should be on the sides and the top. The niche, the grout line doesn't line up, just looks terrible. I mean, that's just laziness, that one. Even inside the shower, there's no grout line in the niche behind the bottles. That should go straight through, follow suit. The architraves here, they should have been a wider architrave so that they protrude past the tile. That just looks terrible. Look at the cuts. So this bathroom was actually renovated by a bathroom renovation company. So yeah, that's terrible. I mean, you know, there's renovations and then there's renovations. And I guess you pay for, or you get what you pay for. Over here on the glass, you can see they've used the wrong type of silicone. They've used the acidic silicone that reacts with the mirror. So they've stuck the mirror on over time. Where they've stuck the mirror, it's come through and eaten away. So this whole mirror has got to be replaced. There's another stain up there where you can see the glue coming through. I could go on and on and on, but I mean, that's enough. You've seen enough. So there we go. So anyway, I'll show you the end product when we finish this job.